and one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do you want us to go back or not? All right. Oh, my goodness.
Some of those chairs on me again.
Oh,
I'll give one to Anthony.
all right, this is the Mahoning County Commissioners Hearing Room, regular meeting number 29, Thursday, July 21st, 10 a.m., slightly after. We call the order. Do we have any public comments at this time? Terry? You know the drill.
Terry Sarko, 127 East Grant Street, Louisville, Ohio. The other day they're okaying people to but bring guns to the Ohio State Ohio State fair. But they allow them to bring them in, but they can't bring them into some of the government buildings. And
Are you serious?
yeah, it was on the news the other day. And my question, are we going to be allowing this through Mahoning County? Oh my God. I mean, the US Supreme Court did come down on the side of the gun owners, saying that states cannot regulate gun ownership, through, permits, that no one needs to have a permit. That's my question. And another thing, whether we agree to disagree on this issue about the Roe versus Wade when it was overturned like a month ago, I'd like to know, would Paul Gaines go after women and men that help with the abortion issue, or doctors that perform it? Or if they make birth control illegal and say some of us go to Canada and bring some of that stuff back, will we be arrested? These are the questions that I have on my mind lately. And this ownership of K-15, I just found out that my niece, who's only 25, 26, owns one. I told her mother, where in the hell did she get that goofy idea of buying one? Well, apparently at that age group, they're talking about government's going to over tyranny. All my life, for 62 years on this earth, I never heard our government trying to overturn, the tyranny. I don't know, this age group, they better listen to talk radio, and see what really goes on. That
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. But like Paul Gaines should have a public meeting on this abortion issue about if he's going to arrest anyone, because he is the prosecutor.
Well, that's a question you have to address to him. With the gun issue with the fair, I mean, that's the fair board. I'm hoping that won't happen, that everybody that goes to the fair could carry. That's scary. In my eyes, it's scary. There's certain places you should, and there's certain places you should not. My God, thousands of people that go to that fair, that would be horrific. It's just, they're making it too easy for the crime issues that could come up with that. I think come after that, but that's their issue. They have to address that, and that's a good question for them. All right, does anyone else have anything? Okay, hearing none, we'll move forward. Advertisement for bids. Number one, lead. Approval of the minutes.
Commissioner.
I'm right by that. Approval of the minutes of the board meeting 28, Thursday, January 14th, 2022, and approval of bills for payment.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Advertisement for bids, number one, lead and chip.
Good morning, Commissioners. These are advertising for bids. Number one and number two are for chip rehab and lead hazard control work at 122 Creed and 133 Wood Street, Struthers and Lowville respectively. They will be going out for bid.
Okay, thank you, Phil. Motion to approve advertisement for bids 1 and 2.
Motion to approve advertisement for bids. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Legal notice number 1, risk.
Good morning, everyone. This is going out for legal notice for a statement of qualifications to do an architectural barrier study to make sure that we are meeting all of our federal mandates for the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Okay, thank you, Kathy. Legal notice number 1, motion to approve.
Motion to approve legal notices. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Journal entries number 1. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve journal entries. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 2, agreements. A, Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Good morning,
You're
everyone. This is our annual agreement with the Youngstown Phantoms to advertise on dasher boards that go around the ice rink for the 2022-2023 hockey season to show support for the Phantoms, and the amount is $1,120 non-general.
Okay, thank you. B, engineers. Pat or Rick?
No, that's me. Good morning, commissioners. B is an agreement with FIDA Freightliner for repairs to our vehicle number 66. It's in the estimated amount of $1,307.77. It's non-general.
Okay, thanks, Rick. C, OMB grants would be Audrey and Tiffany.
Yes. Commissioners, this is agreement with Family and Community Services for improvement in VA housing at 47 Bon Air, Youngstown, Ohio, in the amount of $24,167.95. This is a joint local match between Mahoning County and the city of Youngstown on this project. And there's also some in-kind private for Family and Community Services on the program too.
And that's non-general.
And it's non-general and it's CDBG funding.
D, sanitary.
Good morning, everyone. This is an agreement with CT Consultants Incorporated for a financial feasibility study for the water collection and treatment systems in the amount not to exceed 25,000 non-general funds.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Number 2, agreements A through D. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve agreements. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 3, change orders. A, data. Jake?
Yes, good morning, commissioners. How are you? This is a change order for the domestic courts e-filing project we have going on. Going live next month. This program, this 5400 is for programmatic changes on the reporting needs. Thank you.
Thank you. Number 3, change orders. A, do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve change orders. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 4, road closings, engineers, Rick.
Yeah, this is we're closing East Parkside Drive between Parkside Drive and Sabrina, beginning Monday, July 25th, for approximately 30 days to complete a culvert replacement.
Okay, thank you. Number 4, road closings. A, do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve road closings. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 1, resolutions, additions. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve resolutions additions. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 2, resolutions. A, commissioners O and B.
Commissioners, this is a resolution authorizing the establishment of Title I opiate settlement fund. This is per Ohio Revised Code 5705.9. This fund is for the first distribution out of 18 installments that's coming off of one of the settlements at the state. The county received their first distribution of 138,000, a little over that this month. And so this fund is to deposit those funds.
Good. B, Commissioners O and B.
Commissioners, this resolution. Switch. Yes. This resolution is determined to proceed with the submission to electors the question of levying a tax in excess of the 10 mil limitation for the care, treatment, and maintenance of residents of the county who are suffering from tuberculosis and related diseases for a period of 5 years. And this is a renewal levy.
Okay, thank you.
1/10 mil.
C, engineers. Rick,
Yes. This is a resolution approving an emergency agreement with Redsick Excavating for emergency repairs to Struthers Road Culvert number 17 per ORC 307.86A, an estimated amount of $68,595, and that's non-general.
okay, thanks, Rick. And D, sanitary.
This is a resolution approving the agreement with WE Quicksall and Associates Incorporated for the North Turner Road Sanitary Sewer Extension improvement number 537 in the estimated amount of $478,400, funded by ARPA funds and non-general.
Okay, thank you. All right, number 2, resolutions A through D. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve resolutions. Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante,
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Now that concludes our business portion of the meeting. Right now, we would like to introduce all of our interns and thank them for all the work they're doing for us, those that will be leaving and also those that will be here. So Audrey, do you want
I'm gonna go get them.
Grab our
They just kept
kids.
going that way.
to say grab our kids because they're young. Yeah, Zach is part of that. Yeah. We'll do that. All right, no, come up here. I thought it was only elders that go to the back row. It's the
Pass that
youngins
down.
too.
We have Dave Sethi, we have Hannah Wall, and we have Zachary Shoemaker. They have been working with the commissioner's offices this year and have been doing a great job. I wanted to get a picture with them. Dave is leaving us today. He is the band drumline captain. And so he has to go to Rhode Island, and he's leaving today to drive 9 hours.
Wow,
Oh,
are
my
you
gosh.
really?
But he's a dedicated person who wanted to come to work for half a day, so.
Good for you.
I'm telling you,
Wow.
he is. That's unbelievable.
So, and then Hannah is one of our future prosecutors, is her goal and her endeavor, and what she wants to do. And Zach is into the financial side of the world. And those two are YSU students, and Dave is from Canfield
Do you-
High School.
Do you want to say a few words, each of you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
sure.
this was a great experience. I loved it. To be honest, I really didn't know if I was interested in this, and I think, working on the floor with Ms. Tillis and the other workers, Mr. Stanko, Ms. Montgomery, it was honestly a really nice experience. Everyone was so humble and kind and respectful to me, even though I was so young and kind of didn't know what I was doing at first, but I eventually learned what to do, and it's honestly a really good experience. Thank you.
Happy to have you.
For me, I love it. It's such a great atmosphere. It really got me interested in more what the commissioners do relating to like the prosecutors and everything. But I enjoy coming to work every day. I had a lot of fun, learned a lot of new things. Thank you guys.
Yes, Lisa?
I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy that I was introduced to this internship and I was able to apply and I was accepted. I think I've been working with the purchasing department, and I think working with them has given me a lot of extra experience as I'm looking towards to study economics, and more specifically, the economics of public policy. So I'm very happy I got this internship.
And
Very
we're
good.
happy to have you,
Yes,
all of you.
Yeah.
yes.
We wish you the best in your endeavors. Please come back and see us. We'll humor you for a few days.
People say, Terry, when people talk about young people, if all the young people were like these three, we wouldn't have any problems going forward. So
No,
You know, so that
Hard
they're
workers.
good people, they're hard workers, and they do a great job on behalf of the residents of Mahoning County.
As long as they stay off of Facebook.
You know, the sad part is we have 3 wonderful students here. And there are so many very good students in Mahoning County or all over. And what we hear about is only the bad parts of young people. And that's really not fair to them. And it's not fair to the ones that are out there working every day to get a career, to go to school, and they get good grades, anywhere from the Youngstown City School System all the way out to Western Reserve and all over Mahoning County. We have more good people, more good students, and this is an example of that. So I commend you and your schools and the colleges that you go to. God bless you. Be safe and take care of yourselves.
And I can't even imagine, she's 19 and she already has her college. How many?
I will have my in 2023.
Wow,
I graduated high school 2021.
wow. I mean, and you got 2 years of credit for college while you were in high school. That's amazing. It's amazing. I was trying to get 2 years credit in high school when I was in high school.
We were the bad student.
I have to say too that Hannah was able to shadow the prosecutor's office yesterday and she just was thrilled. She smiled all the time. And Dave was able to shadow the Board of Health. He is looking for the medical field. And
Good.
so this is something that I think the commissioners wanted to do is just encourage our students to look at government as a choice of a job and a career source and stuff. And so this program that the commissioners funded through the ARPA program
Right.
is allowed interns in various offices, from the prosecutor's office to county engineer's office, down into the sheriff, different areas so that people could see what's going on. And this is a place where there are good careers that can be made. So it's a good way to learn about government too.
Yep, so when people say they don't do anything, you could say, oh, yes, they do. They're very, very well busy all the time. There's always something. Anthony, you wanna?
No, I just agree with, with Carol and Dave, and I see fresh young minds like the 3 of you. It brings me back to a time when I was in college and I had to do an internship. And I was scared to death. It's like, oh boy, I got to get out in the real world now. This is different. But once I did and people were nice to me and I fit in, it was a great experience for me. It helped me guide where I wanted to go in life. And I see that in all 3 of you. You're all very bright. You should be very proud. I know your families are. And it's really been an honor to have you. I'm going to miss seeing you every day downtown. And we're always here. Our doors are always open, and wish you all the success in your life.
Thank you.
John, then we'll get the picture. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, that actually really concludes the business portion of our meeting. And we have our commissioner staff meeting started right at 10:30. Do you guys have anything before we adjourn?
Well, the Mount Carmel Festival
Oh, yes.
is this weekend, so Friday night's the big night for us. They play Mortar that night, the Italian Fling Flang Flu. I'm getting ready for all the food. I'm not gonna eat nothing for one day before I can go down there and eat. So I'm gonna really struggle. But other than that, I again want to thank our interns and the departments and Audrey, how she handled everything, and the ARPA funds allowed us to do this, which is great. Love to have more interns within our office and with our organization. One of the things I was going to say, I was able to do an internship in Washington, DC. That was really an eye opener for me, and it opened a lot of doors. So what you're doing and pursuing things in your life is very good at such a young age. I wished I was your age. Wish you all the love again in your success. Come back and see us.
Thank you, Anthony. Dave?
Yeah, I would agree. It's so different today. It's all the young people seem to go from their bachelor's right into their master's degrees, and they just continue their education at one point in time, which surely makes it easier. You know, I know that when you talk about doing an internship, my internship was at Youngstown Sheet and Tube. You know, I went to work at Youngstown Sheet and Tube right out of high school. Plus I started in pre-law at YSU and I only went to night school. So back then, you know, the classes were Monday and Wednesday, 5 to 7, 7 to 9, Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 7, 7 to 9, and Saturday morning. And so I went for years just to night school. And then lo and behold, while I was working at Youngstown Sheet and Tube, went into sort of a sales training program. And I did an about face and went from pre-law into business. And I ended up getting 2 business degrees and, you know, going into that field and working over 30 years in the steel sector. So, but, you know, it's the tenacity, it's the drive, it's the motivation. And you young people surely have it. You know, you can see, you know, just all of the learning that you've done and the education you've accumulated in high school still, you know, for college and to move forward. So it's heartwarming to see how hardworking and dedicated and what good people that you 3 young people are. And like Carol said, there's a lot of young people that are just like you, that work hard and do great things and will do great things. And just like everything else, we focus on the negative no matter where, you know, and we have, you know, 5% that's, you know, in that category or less. And that's what we tend to give 95% of the focus to. So good luck in all of your endeavors and everything that you do. It's been great seeing you, working with you, and we look forward to you coming back and showing us, you know, how successful all 3 of you become. So, you know, thank you for being here and doing that. So we appreciate it.
Well, I thank you both. I reiterate whatever. No, you two.
Oh, us.
I didn't get to them yet. This is what you have to look forward to, Anna. Do you see that? So be the controller. But I want to thank you both, my commissioners, David Anthony, and I reiterate what they have said. And keep it up. Please come back and see us. And maybe down the road, there may be some other opportunities for you here in the next years when you were still in school during the summer. Because it's always good to follow you through your career and have you back just to see everything that's going on in your life, as you can see, what's changing here in the commissioners and all the new things that we have. And I want you all to realize, not just you 3 are the best of the best, but let's all focus on the students like these 3 fine individuals that are out there. And let's focus on the better the parts of young people that are the good ones, that are majority that are out there. The small majority of students today are not what we would call good students, but the majority of them are like you. So we need to focus on that.
And just like we saw Bella that was an
Oh,
intern,
God,
right? Now
Bella's
she came
back.
back to work.
Yeah, Bella. She's
Young
back.
lady who was an intern for us years ago, several years ago, got hired at the prosecutor's office and she's now working, you know, in legal end of it.
in the legal end and studied abroad.
So,
Did her, what is it, Julia's doctorate over in Belgium, I think.
Wow.
Or something, one of the countries, and she's back. She wanted to go back, but the family kind of thought it'd be a better idea if she stayed here in the United States.
Yeah.
I agree, but right now I do. Anyway, that concludes our meeting for today. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Carol?
Yes, oh, Ralph, I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. Just a quick reminder, we have our exit meeting with the State Auditor's Office at 12:30. I just asked that we all get there in time and start it off promptly at that time. And it has been moved to the room you're in right now. So
Yes.
that's all I got. Look forward to seeing you then.
Well, thank you, Ralph, but we have all of our packets here. So we have been told that 4 times already. You
Make
make
it 5.
and you are the 5th. So yes, we do have that. Thank you very much.
Bring
See
us
you-
something to eat when you come, Ralph.
See us
We're not
in a
going
few.
anywhere.
All right, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes, next meeting Thursday, July 28th, 2022, 10 a.m.